Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the October 12th, Monday edition of the Carolina Weather Video here, Columbus Day. And we are looking at a pretty cool day unfolding. This is the radar image from early this morning. Lots of rain off to our west and southwest at 5 a.m. That is, of course, moving our way. Closer shot here. Oh, by the way, let me go back to that real quick. Notice the snow flying this morning from Wisconsin back through the Siouxland and down into even parts of Colorado. Of course, if you follow sports, you probably know that baseball series up in Denver, the Colorado Rockies, having a lot of problems with weather. Game postponed due to snow Saturday. Just a frigid game played on Sunday. Around the southeast here, here's that rain developing, moving our way. And we are going to see that rain settling into the region today. It'll be a cool day. These are temperatures this morning. Look at the teens up in parts of Wyoming and Montana. Pretty early in the season for that type of cold. A lot of 50s across the Piedmont of North Carolina this morning, and it's going to be a struggle to make it out of the 50s in many spots today. A cool wedge type of day, one of our Carolina wedges in place. So we have that cool air wedging in the surface, southwesterly flow aloft, a really good recipe for what we call overrunning, and that's exactly what we'll see today. There's your high temperatures today. At most, lower 60s in the Piedmont, and that might be a bit optimistic in many spots. So here's how things play out today. We'll see that storm system moving on through. Some rain settles in as today unfolds. The heaviest rain will be in the upstate of South Carolina into the southern tier or two of counties in North Carolina. Rainfall amounts getting lighter the farther north you go. And a cool day. Now, tomorrow will be a nice one. High pressure building in from the northwest. We should see a partly cloudy sky for Tuesday. Highs up into the 70s. Enjoy tomorrow because, boy, a really winter-like pattern settling in for us. Here is Wednesday. Strong cold air damming event takes place. Looks like we'll see rain moving in Wednesday. For the triad, temperatures might not make it out of the 40s Wednesday afternoon, probably at best in Charlotte, low to mid-50s. Boy, it's going to be a chilly winter-like day with the rain Wednesday. Thursday, we are in between systems largely. Could be a little bit of light rain Thursday, but the next system gearing up as we get into Friday and into early Saturday. This is Friday. Now, not a lot of heavy rain showing up on the GFS. At times, there has been some pockets of heavier rain showing up. I think we're looking at, again, rain and very chilly on Friday. Again, Friday might be a day where it's a struggle to make it up into the low 50s. Let me show you the upper air chart on several of the models here as we head into the weekend. This is Saturday evening on the GFS, a nice 500 millibar trough that actually winds up turning into a closed 500 millibar low. On the GFS. Here is a look at the European, very significant trough in the eastern part of the country. This is valid Saturday evening. The Canadian, Sunday morning. Again, very significant trough in the eastern part of the country. So let's talk about what the result of that is. Back to the surface on the GFS. Low pressure off the coast, and this has a good chance of turning into an interior significant snow up in the New England states. Probably rain for the big cities along the coast, but interior and even mountain snow. Could even be, maybe, a few some areas of snow in the Virginias, maybe a few flakes down into the North Carolina mountains as we get into the weekend. We'll see. Here we are Sunday. High pressure building in, so the weather around here by Sunday looks chilly but nice. And we could very well be set up for some 30s for lows by Monday morning. We'll see how that all plays out. The general idea to take, though, is unsettled weather this week. 3 separate storm systems moving through, one today, one Wednesday, one Friday into Saturday, each bringing very chilly, rainy conditions. Now, as we take a peek out to next week, there's a look at how we are Monday evening. High pressure right overhead, so a quiet day Monday, and looks like a much more benign week overall. The first few days of next week, not a lot of huge ridges or troughs across the country, and I think overall a much quieter week next week than what we will see this week. And here's another nice shot from yesterday from our friends up at Grandfather Mountain. They're looking up toward Grandfather, some nice color splash on the side of the mountains, and there's the foliage report from the foliagenetwork.com. I think in many spots, especially above 3,500 or 4,000 feet in the mountains of North Carolina, the peak of the season comes this week, probably later on this week. Of course, the Piedmont beginning to show some nice color, but we're still a week or two away from the peak of the season, at least in the lower elevations. But some nice color in the mountains this week. If you're heading up to the mountains this weekend, should be some good color to enjoy, assuming we don't get too windy and see the leaves blown off the trees later this week. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Winter-like week. Enjoy the weather coming up tomorrow because, boy, a lot of chilly, rainy weather otherwise. All right, that's today's video. Have a great Monday, and God bless.